Hey, Glider here with Glider Gaming. Decided I needed to play a new game. Thought it would be nice if it was story driven. So when I saw that Thea released a new game, I thought the new game looked pretty interesting, but I didn't really understand the context. So I thought, let's play the original Thea, and then if we like it, we can go on to play the new game. This seems really loud to me. Not sure how you guys feel about it, so we're gonna turn that down quite a bit. Okay, that's much better. Okay, right there. I think that'll work. So, I don't really know much about the story in this game. That's one of the things. Wow, okay. Sound effect volume also down a lot. It's one of the things we're going to learn. It's a different game. It has some like civilization type stuff to it where you wander around the world exposing resources and things, which is like my favorite part of Civilization. But it also has like card-based combat, which is very interesting. I assume. I haven't played this version of the game. I haven't played any version of the games, but the new game has these features, so I assume this will as well. Okay, so I can't play this one because it's locked, so we can do Svarog. I don't know what I'm doing, though. I guess I'm choosing a god. The god of sun and heavenly fire, the first son of Perun. When the darkness came, it almost took your life, filling your very being with its curse, but you held on to life and fell down to Thea to protect those of your worshippers who still lived. Providing small rays of sunshine and warmth for as long as you could, you ensured their safety. You know not how the sun finally returned, but now that it has, you must shine a light of hope and blast the way for your people and for Thea. She's locked. Horos, the lord of the night and master of the moon. But even you were struck down when the curse of darkness came and stole your mantle. Creatures of the night that were once yours now serve you no more. The sun and the moon have returned, and so now is the time to strike back, to take what was yours, and to guide your human worshippers to a better future. Kind of like a goblin dude, not too into it. So those are the only options. We can be the sun or the moon. And they have abilities. So Nightcrawlers, during the night turns, all your villagers get +1 bonus damage and +2 range damage. Shadow Dwellers, all your villagers get +2 bonus to stealth. Sun's Blessing, guided by the power of the sun's return, your villagers gain experience faster. Righteous Convictions, all your villagers get a +2 bonus to speech and attractiveness. Well, I like experience, so let's do this. Village Focus Warriors, Gatherers, Craftsmen. I don't know the context for that. I also don't want to go up too high on the difficulty, having no idea what I'm doing in this game. So let's go with this. Definitely in the comments if you played this game and know what's going on. In the like gameplay, like not necessarily the story, but if I'm doing something wrong gameplay, definitely let me know. Like help me out a bit.
So what now, you ask? You are divine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down. So get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the cosmic tree's mystery.
Okay, what's this? Who's talking to me? And what did you mean, looking through people's eyes?
I am but a messenger. Theodore, you can call me, but let us focus on you. Thea is a broken land. The underworld is shut, and the undead roam the earth, and creatures of darkness that ruled for a century want you dead.
Okay, so I need to improve our village and people. So how do I get started?
First, go and explore your village. Check the inventory to see your stocks, and set people to gather food and fuel, like wood. Without food, people will starve, and without fuel, they will not craft or even heal, so these are really important.
Okay, gather food and fuel at the village. Anything else?
Yes. Once you've visited your village, check out the people standing outside. the exploring party. Select your party and send them to me. I will wait for your people outside the village. I have marked your people's map with a big blue question mark so they will see where I am. Oh, and if you ever forget what your current task is, just check out your logbook.
Alright, so check out my village and people first, then send them your way. Let's begin. Enter the minds and bodies of your worshippers and begin the adventure. We've got 1 XP. Okay, so here's that big blue question mark. I guess this is some sort of treasure. So, let's see here. Equipment, inventory. So we have some adventurers, just a little bit of wood, clay, leather, scaled leather, meat. We have lots of meat. Okay. Wicker for crafting, string, making clothes and bowstrings. Okay. A child, and some weapons. Have yourself a second rib cage to keep yourself safer. That's creepy. And then a mask. Interesting. So, that doesn't look good. Having a big exclamation point next to the number 0. Okay, the inventory allows you to move items between groups. Click to view an item in more detail. Okay, so that just shows us stuff. I don't even have to click, really. Oh, right click, okay. It's equipment, it's crafted, it's bone crusher, it's made of quartz and bones, it has lots of damage. Okay. To quickly move item stacks, use shift. Okay. Oh, rather than, okay, I see. So you just shift click and if you move characters to ground group, they will form a new expedition. Oh, and they're already like equipped with stuff. Okay. Oh, okay, so now we've got 4 people. They need food and they need fuel, so we better give them. I'm gonna not give them all the food because I assume we need to feed that child too. So we'll give them 30 food. So they have 7 days worth of food and 5 days worth of fuel. I'm gonna give 1 wood back to this kid. Oops. Okay. All right. Oh, so we have 2 parties now. They have some food and fuel. Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So I guess I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to click this party now and look at their equipment. So, so this is, I'm not sure if this is a, oh, it's armor. Okay, it is armor. Okay, so it gives armor. Or no, that's just telling you that it gives you armor. I don't know. Like, where do you equip this? Oh, it's a shield. Okay, so that dude's not going to be able to use it. She's not going to be able to use it. You can't use it. They're all using 2-handed weapons, so none of them can use the shield. Let's learn the basics of navigation. Press and hold the left mouse button or use WASD. WASD. Okay, so click on an expedition. And hold and right click. Okay. Okay, so that's probably a monster party. It's a witch and 4 hulking rats. Scary. Okay, I feel like we skipped a bunch. Nope, they're just really fast moving. Oh, scroll. Okay, so I did miss some. Press and hold the hex you want to go to. Now we'll help your villager task. Click on your village. Click again and select management. Okay. Open the gather task panel. We have no people, so we probably should not have started this expedition. So how do we undo that mistake? Form a new expedition. Join a settlement. Okay. All right, now we can do stuff. Open the gathering. So now we have people that can do things. Okay, cool. Here you see all the resources that can be gathered. Food is marked with the food icon. So if we put people over here, they will get us food. So you gather a 6, but that translates to 60. Interesting. Oh, your gathering skill is a 6. So you must gather 10 times your skill. So we're going to get food every day because it takes 1 turn. And then you can gather wood. Yep, 4 becomes 40. So every 2 turns we'll get wood. And then I assume this is crafting. No, that's still gathering, I'm imagining. Anyhow, drop and drag a villager to start. Once the task is complete, you'll receive the resource packet. So that must be 14 and 7. And it will automatically be repeated. So crafting. Press on this for clothes. Okay. Drag and drop materials onto the workbench. So I can put this as my primary material or my secondary material. And then we can put this as a primary material. Click confirm to add this to the current task lists. So, and a catalyst. This would make a leather shirt. So what else could we make? If I put this up here and make this the catalyst, it's a reptile vest. What does it do? Gives armor 3. So put this one back down here, put this one back up here. Armor 2. So we get more armor by using what I assume is a rare material. What if we do that one? It's a plain shirt, but it has 3 armor. So this is definitely the coolest looking thing we can make, so we'll confirm that. And now, I think that means they're assigned to gathering. So we can bring this feller over, and in 2 turns he'll make that. Remember, you can click question mark to get more help. You can find these tutorial videos covering aspects of gameplay. Time ends turn. So one dude isn't doing anything. This guy. He apparently has no skill at stuff, but he can still do it. So every 12 turns he can make more yarn. So we could make a pasture, but we don't have enough resources. We need much more wood. Okay. I was wondering if I had to keep going back and going through all this. So we can make him a helper, maybe? Oh, wow. That was just wretched. Better off just having him down here. Okay. So we walked on this. Villagers need to eat. Each person uses 1 food item per turn. Food is necessary to heal wounds. If villagers run out of food, they will starve and die. Having food variety helps, or having good variety of foods helps provide bonuses. Fuel is needed in village and camp. 1 fuel per turn is used. Without fuel, there will be no additional healing, and any tasks will take twice as long to complete. So we have a question mark here, because this had a little chest thing underneath it. So let's click that.
Across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
So we can search it. 4 options are unavailable, probably because our skills aren't high enough and stuff.
A strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
All right, combat before we're taught how to do combat. This would be great. So we can auto-resolve it. Oh man, 5 things, not just a skeleton. So we will begin combat. Oh good, it's going to teach us. Before each challenger, people's cards are split between offense and tactical. Here you have the option to reshuffle if you don't like this draw. You will learn more about challenges and their mechanics once the challenge begins. So, I have no concept if this is a good hand or not, so we're just going to keep it and play. Please pay close attention to the tutorial, as the mechanics are fairly complex. If you'd rather watch a tutorial video, you can find it in the game's help. If you feel confident enough to play on your own, you may keep this tutorial window for reference and reopen it. To win, you need to eliminate all your opponent's cards. Your deck is made up of your party members. The stats, damage, type, and tactical skills come from their equipment and skills. Your deck is divided into two hands, offense and tactics. The starting player in each round is decided randomly. To begin with a preparation phase where you play your cards, the fight phase comes after all cards are played. This number shows how many cards you can play this turn. Okay, so just one card this turn. Each card is characterized by two very important values, attack and defense. So attack and defense, okay? Attacks deal damage, lowering the defense of an attacked card. When defense reaches 0, it's eliminated. Characters have many different types of attack depending on the weapons or skills. Some attacks may have additional effects such as poison or leeching. In fight challenges only, your wounds will be carried over from the challenge and can lead to character death. Offensive cards are for direct attacks and are placed on the battlefield using the left click. Cards are added to the end of the queue. Some weapons and skills can modify an existing card's position. Tactical cards offer support. They can only be played using their skills. So these skills are the ones I can use. Shield ally, first actor, rightmost ally card in the queue, whose level is equal or lower than first actor's, is moved to the beginning of the queue. That sounds really powerful. Oh. They can enter the battlefield, but they're confused and lose the attack in the first fight phase. So they all have that. So he can just he's only there to get into combat, but really slowly. Opponent's rightmost card in the queue, whose level is equal or lower than confused and is not already confused, loses its attack. Oh, that's cool. Right. Support actions will affect the rightmost eligible card in the queue. Skill description contains more info. When both you and your opponent pass a turn without playing any cards, fight begins. The fight is resolved according to the card's queue position from left to right, so the leftmost cards attack first. So the combat is more refined in the newer game. So this seems like a less complex version of it. Cards take their turn in the queue and attack the closest enemy on either side randomly. Once cards have no target on the battlefield, damage is dealt to the remaining cards in hands and discard piles. If the first fight phase does not conclude the challenge, a second follows. If both fight phases do not conclude the challenge, a new preparation phase begins. Okay. So I guess we're going first. This guy has shields. It's added to the total defense when it enters the battlefield. So he's got a lot of defense and a really strong attack. So let's choose him first. Okay. No, I don't want to skip. So it's opponent's turn to play something. It's playing a rat. Very low defense, very low attack. Okay. So I think now... Oh, what was that? Poison. Poison damage doubles when attacking an already wounded enemy. So we'll play her. Oh. What? Why did she attack already? I thought we weren't doing combat until later. Card dealing piercing damage is placed in front of the last card and deals half its piercing damage without additional effects to it, but only when the last card is an opponent's card. Okay. That's cool. So that symbol means when she's played, if she's played next to an opponent's card, she'll deal damage immediately. And look at that. This hulking rat is different than the other hulking rat. It has different defense and attack. So I get to play a second card. So let's go ahead and use him to get closer. So he gets to play 2 cards. So now I'm going to use this weaker confuse to confuse this rat. Oh, right. It decides where Okay. So it's the rightmost card. So I can't get in there. You have to use these tactics earlier in order for them to work. You know, on certain cards. And there's the big bad. He had piercing, but we didn't have a card next to it, so it didn't affect us. We get to do one last thing. So I think I'm going to throw some shields down on this dude to protect him. Boom. That turned out really well. Not even any damage to our people.
And discover a supply store still intact.
Nice. And there's someone at my door, so I'll be back in a moment. An Amazon Prime vehicle is outside my house and delivering a bunch of stuff. My wife went ham on Amazon, apparently. Didn't mention it to me, so that was a little surprising. Anyhow, so we've got a new spear, which looks pretty cool, and then little bits of this and that. Ooh, an actual shirt, some amber, seaweed. Oh, that's food, okay, and clay. Cool. Got some XP and what looks like probably research. What is this? Okay, so the expedition can come down. So we can make a camp, take some movement points. But I think we're just gonna keep heading towards Theo. So we did research, apparently. Okay, research screen allows you to spend advancement points to unlock new research, new resources, crafting, and construction recipes. An advancement point is given when enough research points are collected. Research points are gained by crafting, constructing, visiting ruins, and also some events. Okay. So, like, we apparently can't use clay, or we can't gather it. I don't know. Quartz. So we'll wait on this because I have no idea what to do with this, and there's a lot of options here. Cooked meals, baked meals, roasted meals. This sounds like a good thing to be unlocking. And this is construction stuff. Herbalists, cabbage, wells, smithies, watchtowers. Cool. Completed, available, unavailable. Alright. So, I guess we're going to end turn. Head over here to the tutorial. What's going on?
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
So what now?
Events, such as meeting me, will occur throughout your adventures. Sometimes they are random, sometimes predestined, and always varied. Events can occur when you're out exploring, but also globally, or within your village. So remember, leaving your settlement unattended may be dangerous.
Right. Events can occur at any time, both within the village and out in the world. Anything
Many
else?
Events will ask you to bring stuff or do things in order to move to the next stage. I asked you before to gather food and fuel in your village. So, you can gather resources in your village, but also by setting up a camp when you're out exploring. To set up camp, stand on an empty hex and choose the tent icon from the mini hut.
We noticed that. Right, we can gather by setting up camps in the world. Got it.
Good. Now events can lead to conversations or just random disasters, but they can also lead to challenges. To show you what I mean, track down a pack of boars nearby, marked by a blue question mark. and bring me back their bones.
All right, point me in the direction of those boars. Got some XP and some research points. There's the boars. Okay, I think we're out of movement points again. So let's look at their equipment, because we did find some stuff. So I would say that someone's already using this if it has a check mark on it. Yeah, so let's look at her, because we have a new spear. It does less damage. It's a bad quality, so hers is better. Like, this dude here doesn't have a weapon, so we could give him... In theory, we could give him... Oh, he can't carry much. It weighs a lot. Wow. So he can't carry it. He could have a shirt, though. He's not strong enough to carry that armor. So what else don't we have equipped? So everybody kind of has some armor equipped. This guy doesn't. So we could give him some armor. But that would put him overweight. Less shielding. So probably don't want to give him that shield unless it weighs way less, but it does not. So we could give him that shirt instead, just to boost him up a little bit. This guy can use our new shield. But he can't hold any armor because he doesn't have enough strength, I'm guessing. Okay, so we equipped.
You find the boars Theodore told you about. There is only a couple, so it should not be too hard. However, instead of a straight fight, you can try to do a proper hunt. If you have the right skills, that is. Or better yet, you can go all native on these beasties and wrestle them to the ground. Not an easy option, that one.
So, quite dangerous to wrestle them. That makes sense. And we, because of our physical prowess, apparently, we're able to do this one. There's one option we can't do. Plain old fight, which is also dangerous. So, we don't have a hunter in our group or someone with a high enough skill to do the proper hunt. So I think a plain old fight will do. Okay, so we've got our piercing person, and we've got some high shielding people. So I think this hand's just fine. Alright, so if we throw her down, we'll do some immediate damage, but he will not perish. So I think we'll put in Nidal. And that's our turn. He's going to get to act first. So I could have, if I had more stuff, used it. Okay, this one's confused, so he's not going to get to act. Oops, I wanted to read Shield Ally, but I clicked on accident. So shield's the rightmost, so... Wow, we get to play a bunch of cards this turn. So this first action's not very strong, but this one is, so... We're going to move her up the queue. If I was smarter, we could have moved somebody with more power, but he's pretty powerful. So this is really low level, so we can't really do this for anyone. So we can shield him even further. Because it was kind of random about who gets attacked when and where. Okay, so we got rid of one boar and a second boar. So we took a little damage.
You have slaughtered the boars, and you are able to salvage much usable stuff from them. The downside to choosing combat is that your people may get wounds, and with heavy wounds they will risk death every turn until they heal once more.
Goodness. So, just a little bit of wounds. Somehow they had a crossbow, so that's strange. So, we can give someone a crossbow now. Does not weigh a lot, so we can give this feller the crossbow. Oh, we're in an event. Okay. Take it and leave. Got some XP. So I'm not really sure how to tell what resources you can gather, because this looks kind of resourcey. These look like mushroom resources. Is there a toggle? Ah, there's a toggle. Okay. So exotic fruit. Cane. Wicker. Watch which ones you pick. Okay. Cool. So just cycles between groups. Okay, cool. So I think this here shows where we can move. Clay. And we can't really move anywhere but over here. So how do you tell how many that was our last moving point. So we probably could have camped there and gathered stuff, but now we can't form a camp, so we just have to end turn. So we'll go back into the quest.
Welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world.
Lots of options we can't choose. Okay, we have the bones.
Wonderful. Well done. And keep your resources. They may come in handy on a rainy day, you know. As you saw, you got both experience points and research points, on top of any material rewards. All of these will help you grow stronger.
Oh, okay. So we gain experience and research by doing such tasks, and we get rewards. So now what?
So, you've discovered that some events will let you solve a situation through more than combat. These non-combat challenges are often just as hard, but it means that fighting is not the only way. Remember, wounds from combat challenges can kill your people even after the fight. So choosing a different path is often safer. And having a medic in your party will help decrease the chances of dying as well. Anyway, great job on the boars.
Thanks, but the challenge was still very confusing. Can you run down some basic rules? Thanks, I think I'm getting the hang of things.
Practice makes perfect, you know. So now that the boars are done for, let's practice one more challenge type. Social encounters. I spotted a fellow demon called Hurlik, and I want you to convince him to give you some gold. When you have it, bring it back here.
Okay. Go and talk to Hurlik and get him to give us some gold for you. Got it. Okay, so he's down here. So we'd use 2 movement to get here. And then we can try to make a camp. And we have a range for our camp where we can get exotic fruit. So we can go into gather. And notice that we have literally no one with any skill at this. Let everyone help with this. And it would take forever. So I think we'll just break camp. Okay, they don't want to fight. That's awesome.
You find the Hurlik Theodore spoke of. He sits on a rock and stares at you with his large yellow eyes.
What do you want? You looking for trouble? Because I could get you some.
He clenches his tiny fists at you.
So let's try talking to him first, because this is dangerous.
Little? Who are you calling little, you overgrown pile of softy fish bags, you?
The creature huffs and puffs at you, shaking its fists violently.
Okay, so let's go with... Alright, our apologies, sir. Little is a mark of honor in our village, you know. Like we say, hey there, village elder. You're very little today.
Sir, don't you see that I am a woman? Ah, but a compliment you say. Well, I suppose being little is way better than being big. So you're kind of clever to call each other little, even though you're clearly vertically challenged. So, what's your business here?
So by talking to him, we've reduced it from 2 skulls to 1. So that's cool. Well, we were told you have some gold, and we really need it. A fellow called Theodore said you may be able to help us out. So, this guy has not been good in the past, but he must have skills that are better in this situation. So we'll keep this hand played and we'll see what happens. Though it doesn't really look like he does. But he has more health in this scenario than other people. So we get to play one card. Oh, discards a random card from your opponent's tactic hand. Discard card's level must be equal or less than this tactic. It's pretty high level, so we might want to do that. This increases offense, but I'm really more worried about defense. Counter offense. Discards a random card from your opponent's offense hand. Well, that's really low level. So let's go with counter tactic. Oh, we got rid of some bees. Even though they had no hit points. This is him himself. He's quite powerful. Okay, so increases offense again. First action, right? Most equal or less than first action is moved. Well, everybody's levels are higher. Get in there. Support ally. This does seem dangerous. So we'll put Rodgost in. He has 2 copies of himself with different amounts of hit points and combat. Ooh, but he leeches. That's crazy. Okay, so the support is rightmost. So let's support him. If we support him again, we get him up to 12. So if he happens to attack that one, he can knock him out all by himself. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, we failed to... Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got him. I think he's gonna attack Rodgust again. So maybe we shouldn't have played him first. Because I think we're gonna lose now. Okay, so we get to play it again. So let's keep and play. So he has poison, a lot of hit points. So let's throw him down. He should be able to take care of this. We'll bring... Okay, so pass turn. Oh, he got another card. Must be that bee that we had him discard. He didn't play it, though. So we could support. Guess we'll just do for... Oh, nobody has a low enough level for that. Okay. We'll support ally. Counter tactic. Okay, make him discard his weird bee again. And we'll pass. And we'll pass. This should be plenty. Huh? That was in the discard pile. I'm confused. Oh, because you can fight the discard pile. Yep, I remembered saying that.
Clearly up to his old tricks, sending you here for his gold. Here you go, and tell him to come himself next time.
Oh, cool. So we have more speech for a while as part of that. Okay, thanks. Hungry Unliving. That doesn't sound great.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
Right, we got gold for you.
Oh, good, you got the gold. That wretched woman owes me, but I have no desire to speak to her. Anyway, It's a matter of principles rather than the gold itself, so just keep it. You may need it to craft better stuff, you know.
Thanks. So what now?
In social challenges, as you saw, you will face your opponent, but different skill sets become relevant, such as speech, attractiveness, and will. So just remember, different challenges use different skills. And so your party composition can have a great impact on the way you explore the world. As you perhaps noticed, you got research points as well as XP. You need research points to discover new materials and recipes for crafting and new buildings for your village.
Right, so I get both experience and research knowledge by exploring and even killing stuff. Got it.
Now, you will notice that some equipment as well as buildings in your village require a lot of stuff, often things that are not easily gathered or commonly found. For such needs, I also recommend scouring the world map in search of old ruins, abandoned tunnels, ancient towers. You get the gist, right? It so happens that I know of an old dungeon that you can explore and loot. I have marked this place on your map.
Thanks. So rare materials are found in the world through both events and places of interest. Is there anything more I can bring you?
Well, yes, I have a second task for you to do at any time you're ready. Craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food. Any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies. Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up. You don't have to rush with this one. Take your time and get to grips with managing your settlement. Remember to check the magical help button to read more. Yeah, I know, more.
Alright, explore the dungeon and craft 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food. Till later then. I'm confused about why we can't see... Oh. Theodore's tutorial. All the way over there. And over here.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see your...
Okay, so he wants me to get over here to continue his tutorial. So, okay. Can we walk through mountains? Yes, but it takes a lot of movement points. So, let's just go over here for now. And they have no more movement points. So what's happening in here? They've got lots of wood and lots of food now. That's the equipment. That's an expedition. That's manage. And that's inventory. So let's manage. So we've got some people, one person not doing anything. So we don't have enough wood yet for that. Oops, I forgot I could just flip through. So, this feller's got crafting ability, and that's about it. Putting them in... Oh, oops. Doesn't really do anything, but... So clicking them just takes them out of what they're doing. Huh. Get +7 now. So, do they auto-prioritize? Yeah, one of them's better than the other, so they automatically fix that for us. So we're doing well on food. I think I'm going to switch them out so we get more wood faster. Okay, end turn. So walking through these mountains definitely takes up a lot of movement points. Oh, I see. So we can see treasures or we can see resources, but we can't see both. So that looks like coal. So let's explore this.
Across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
Let's search it up.
Open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a
Exact same thing as before. So what happens if we hit auto-resolve?
search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
Okay. So I guess we won and we didn't take any damage because we don't see any negatives there. Seaweed pie. I'm sure that was well hidden. And meat that didn't rot. Yay. Why didn't we just get 18 meat? That's a little strange. A new shield. Some granite. Okay. This is me. I still only have 1 experience point. So I wonder how we get experience. Huh. So, we'll end turn. Oh, these are hexes. I was wondering, like, a little bit about how the movement worked. Alright, so let's search this.
Enter an underground complex that turns out to be some old, long-forgotten dungeon. You're not sure what used to be the purpose of these dungeons, but they seem large. Inside, there are 2 main tunnels leading deeper into the complex.
Well, let's go right.
You take the right turn and go down a wide corridor with many doors on both sides. You try one of the chambers, and you see an imposing tombstone with 2 granite gargoyles on each side and some old candles spread at its feet. The candles suddenly light up. A bloodthirsty Striga rises from its tomb and attacks you.
Goodness. Well, let's try it. I mean, it's 2. We've defeated 2s before, I think. I don't know anything about Strigas, but we'll figure it out. Alright, we've got good shielding and stuff. Oh, you know what we probably should have done is, like, get that, Okay, so I don't have her, who comes down to do immediate damage. So I'd kind of like to... I get a free reshuffle anyway, so... I still don't have her. And now this dude's in my main hand. Well, that's not as good as what we had before. So, we'll keep him play. So, I guess we're going first. We have no one low enough level to actually use that. Okay, so let's put down a big powerful dude. Pass the turn. Okay, so a Striga has Leech, which is terrifying. And a really high attack. Holy crap. So, it's level 6. So let's confuse that fella and make it lose the rest of its first, make it lose its first turn. So hopefully we can just beat it into nonsensical oblivion before it can kill us. So I got to play 2 cards, which is unfortunate because now we can't confuse. Oh, and is already not confused. Sweet. So let's confuse it too. Trying to take any damage. And we can shield him up. Oh, no we can't. So what did it... It moved it up, I guess. It didn't really say what it was doing, though, so... Let's shield our ally. And put this guy out. He doesn't do much damage, but... Maybe we should have shielded him, because he doesn't have many hit points either. Sweet. So now we're going to get attacked back by these things. Oh, it got by with 1 hit point. Oh, and it had leeching, so it got to gain life. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. So we're going first. He's pretty injured. Maybe we should have shuffled that away. So we're going to pass on that. Okay, so I will deal 7 by placing her down. I'm going to hold on to it in case they bring that feller back out. So let's confuse it so that we can kill it before it does anything. And We'll play... Oh, that was our only thing this turn. Okay. Okay, yeah. We're definitely... definitely playing her first. Boom. Get out of here. We don't want to deal with you. I'll shield up. And I'm good. We'll be able to take care of this. Boom. So one guy got pretty injured.
Defeat the streakers. You find some decent minerals you can salvage from this room.
Got a quilted shirt. Got a fur coat. Some granite. A weird cube. Some steel. Alright. Alright, so let's go into our party and actually re-equip people so that we can have a better time. So, gives ranged damage. Let's give that to him. So where does this go? Is this just armor? He can't use it, but yeah, it's armor. Yep. So hopefully he'll be a little bit better at dealing damage now. Let's compare things here. 10 armor and more dexterity, so definitely don't want to take off actual equipment. Some armor, some dexterity. So let's come back up here. Maybe we shouldn't give him the bow. Let's give him 3 armor, 6 armor. Let's give him armor. And... oh, that buckler's kind of heavy. He is just not strong at all. Okay, so he's wearing a shirt now. You can carry quite a lot, so we could give you a ranged attack if we wanted. So we have this other buckler. It's better than this one. Yours is a full-on shield, it looks like, so that's better than a buckler. That's way better. Good quality helps, yeah. And then we just have this one. So this buckler's not anything we're going to use anymore. As far as people with two-handed weapons go, just the one person. So do we want somebody to have this? It has piercing damage. So he would lose some shielding and stuff. But he would have gained damage. Wonder how much damage that deals. Okay, this is a strict upgrade for him. This one did have poison, but not much poison. So that opens up this buckler again, so we should just make sure that we have the best buckler equipped for people. Okay. And we still have the ranged weapon. So he's a little injured. Let's give him a ranged weapon and see. Oh, but he is definitely not able to carry it. Okay, let's give this giant man here. Alright. So we took one of the two paths. Let's go in again.
Enter an underground complex. Inside there are 2 main tunnels.
What happens if we go right this time?
Right turn and go down a wide corridor with many doors on both sides. You try one of the chambers, and you see it must have been some old jail, as there are many open cells with iron bars. Before you can explore more...
Okay, so we can explore the same stuff.
You come back to the ruins, but realize either an earthquake or someone powerful has collapsed the entrance completely.
Oh, shoot. Well, I definitely don't know that we could handle a level 3 fight, like just moments after the game started. But let's head up here and see what these weird things are. Meat wood. Cane. That's cool. Not good for building, but it burns. Spider's nest. Don't love the sound of that. Seaweed, okay. So we could attack it. It's a low-level fight. You approach the beasts, and you have time to decide your plan of action. Best way to slay a beast is eye-to-eye attack. But sickness, better to play it safe and use some trickery. Brew a poison and plant it in some bait. Neat. Let's try that. You prepare to brew a potent poison, one that will surely slay any beast. So, we have to actually fight to do this. That's interesting. So this feller has poison effects. He's healed up, it looks like. So let's put down hit points and move on with that. Okay, so let's do a counter tactic. Get rid of that. Nice. So we can't confuse it or anything. He's got a nice high attack. I didn't notice that he only has a 2. Okay, let's beat this thing up. Let's get her out there too. That way we can defeat the card in the graveyard too. Ouch. He's our big hitting guy too. So we did get to attack it in the discard pile, but that didn't do much for us. So this guy only has 1 hit point and doesn't deal a lot of damage. Let's reshuffle. And that looks better. So we'll get him out first, since he has really high attack. Yep, he'll be able to take care of it. Oops. I mean, it's fine. I was quite certain that's what was going to happen. Okay, you execute your plan with perfection. The animals eat the bait and soon collapse in pain. Perhaps some have gotten away, but you got at least half of the pack. We got another mask, and we got some spider silk. Sounds cool. What's up here? Herbs. Okay. So I guess we're going to go north to get out of here because it looks like it'd be easier to work.
A feast in honor
Or walk.
of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Zeadi.
Okay,
You
cool.
set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Zeadi actually appear before you. One, an elder bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry. And if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more. The Zeadi all nod in agreement, then disappear.
Cool. So we got folklore bonus. It looks to be permanent, so he just got better in Hex Challenge and Intellect. Oh, and it's not far away either, so that's cool. Alright, so we're going to go up to get out, because it just looks like we'll have an easier time not having to walk through the mountains. So if we go there, we still have the ability to walk. We could try to gather, but I don't think anyone in my party's like any good at that, so it's fine. Okay, we'll just pass turn here.
The night's peace is disturbed by the sudden wailing of a creature. A decaying corpse sits atop the town's tallest building, croaking names in despair. A child from your village recognizes the creature and cries
cries, "Mama," for the rest of the eerie night, until its little spirit leaves its body in the morning. You remember that the child's mother went missing last year and never returned. When the creature returns the next night, fighters attempt to shoot down the corpse, but it evades the shots with inhuman speed, and then it runs away. Your wise ones warn you that this fiend may keep returning if it is not stopped.
Oh, so we lost our kid? That's unfortunate. So we have a hunter around and we have an intelligence person around, so let's gather some intelligence.
Stories of these poor creatures. Bieski they are called, and their design is one of lost love and despair. The unfortunate mother whose corpse now invades your village was likely born with a full set of teeth, thus dooming her young soul to this eventual fate. Whatever death she met while out in the world,
Interesting.
her body twisted into this unliving abomination, and it now seeks out her kin and calls for all her loved ones to join her in the afterlife. Those who share a really strong bond, or simply those who are too weak, will perish upon hearing the Vieski's cries.
Alright, let's figure out how to stop this. Unfortunately, the dude who just got a bonus in intellect challenges is not in the village. So we don't have a lot of brute force, and we don't have a lot of health points either. So we do have shielding. Let's take our free reshuffle, see if we can get... Yeah, that guy. Good deal. We'll keep it. Wow, really strong. Really high level, too, so... Let's see, discard a random card. It's level 2, discard a random card. It's level 4. We can move our person up. So let's put you down. Oh, but we can't move him up because he's high level. We can move him up, though, so we'll play him. These are pretty low level. So let's give him first action. I don't know if we're going to win this one. There's not many people in this village, and we only have the one guy who can do any real damage. Let's go ahead and get closer, I guess. Oh, we're done with this turn. Goodness gracious. Alright, better get closer. Oh, they already took him out. And they're gonna get to act first. Yep, we're just gonna straight up lose this. So I don't know how bad this is for us, but it doesn't seem great.
Your wise ones cannot remember anything else. All you could do is hope the fiend does not return again.
Shoot. Guess we should have gone hunting. Current research, current experience. So we're getting close to leveling up. Okay, see what Theodore has to say.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
We've been to the dungeon.
Excellent stuff. Perhaps you noticed how the dungeon had many routes to explore, and some may still be obscured for you if you lack certain skills. Magic users, and those who know folklore, for example, often find themselves finding more information or alternative options. But the same goes for all the skills, really, so make sure to send diverse teams out into the world, as you never quite know what you might need. I feel you are now ready to take on Thea without me. So long, dear friends, and may you bring prosperity to Thea. Oh, one last thing. Soon you will begin finding clues to pursue the mystery of the cosmic tree, so watch out for those.
Well, thank you for your help. Alright, I think that concludes the tutorial, so I think we'll end this video here, and we'll see you next time on Glider Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks much. Bye-bye.